It's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, cold weather hasn't been around
But it's about to be.
It's about ready.
And it's going to hang around longer than we want, probably, huh?
Yes, indeed. We're looking at the new data. It's like it gets worse instead of better. I keep thinking, oh, it'll get better, but it's not. Let's take a look at what's going on. First of all, you better be ready for winter. If you're not, we want to help you out. We want you at Bob Mills Furniture. That's coming up this Saturday from 10 a.m. to noon. We're going to have our meteorology staff. We also have some giveaways for some families as they're coming on in and get to talk to our staff meteorologists and some of our storm trackers. And as well, just, I guess, lounge around Bob Mills because you want to stay warm because it's going to be a cold day. All right, two things are going on. Hurricane, southeast, northwest. Wow. Really, really cold. First, we'll start, though, with the hurricane because that's been coming in off of the coast of Florida. And as that continues to move on in, it is going to be a very interesting hurricane. This is going to be the second latest hurricane ever to hit the United States. Latest was November 21st, back in 1985. This is going to be basically its potential because it still has to hit. But we're just off of the, pretty much off the Bahamas and Grand Bahama Islands right now, so the eye is right in here. The winds are now at 75 miles per hour, so it's a minimal hurricane, but that's going to continue to move on up into central Florida then. And it'll be just going south of Orlando and then move on up and try to hit the west coast a little bit and then zoom up to the northeast. So that's a big deal. What's a bigger deal for us at this particular moment just happens to be this storm system has snow associated with it, some rain down in Florida. This is a very, very cold system coming in, and this is going to be our first real shot of real cold weather. Yes, we've had serious freeze before, but this is one that's going to stick around for quite a while, and it's going to be a shock to the system. I mean, we're talking about 11 degrees in Billings, 28 in Bismarck, 32 in Pierce, South Dakota, still 73 in Lincoln, Nebraska, and tonight at 10, if I show you this, it'll probably be about 30 in Lincoln. This is going to be this is just a big, you can tell what's going on here. So what happens from here, that cold air sinks on to the south. That'll be hitting us tomorrow night at this time. And as that transitions, we'll get thunderstorms in the area. And then on Monday, there's another storm system coming in that could give us rain, snow, and even some snow accumulations on some grass. Some of our computer models they keep just pushing it out, so it almost has to happen. But the biggest thing is the fact of how cold it's going to be, besides that chance of snow, which kind of gets everybody's attention on Monday, is the fact that that's going to extend for the next 2 weeks. So that's going to take in Christmas lights that we're going to turn on in Jinx coming up on Thursday of next week and then also into the following week. So this is some serious cold air. So I hope you're ready for it because it's headed our way. Right now, though, it's mild, 60s to 70s across the area. We're still hanging on to 73 at Poto and also around Tulsa. As the morning approaches, we'll be in the 60s here, but the cold front is also approaching, and that'll be moving in as we get to the noon time. And so showers will be breaking out during the afternoon, anywhere from about 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Higher probability will be up into Kansas and then into western Missouri, where a few of those could be severe. But we could have a few that are very heavy, and there could be some hail with a few and gusty winds. Notice the temperature differences, though, like from McAllister and then going back on up to Ponca City. As soon as the front moves through, it is a mess as far as cold and windy and wet. So late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, things kind of fall apart. Now, the rain is good. A lot of us need it, but man, it gets cold. Temperatures will be in the 30s. Say, well, that's not bad. It's not, but for Veterans Day, we'll have a gusty north wind and temperatures in the 40s all day long, and it'll be like wind chills in the 30s all day long. So just be ready for a huge shift. We call it a wardrobe warning. Good news is some much needed rain, and maybe this time not so far southeast, more in the Tulsa area and maybe a little bit northwest, 1 inch to 2 inches in some areas. Saturday's highs are going to be cold in the 40s. And then as we move on into Sunday, it's a little bit warmer with a southeast wind, but then that next storm system is coming in, and there's snow, rain and snow, and temperatures in the 30s and 40s. And so that's Monday afternoon. I hope you're ready because it is going to change. So our odds of rain for this first go around is tomorrow late afternoon into the evening hours. So a high probability of rain, some thunder with that as well, and maybe some brief heavy downpours of rain. The next storm system coming in on Monday into Tuesday, and you see we have a very good chance of that happening. And that is more likely to be rain and snow, and some of that could be on grassy surfaces. Best thing we have going for us right now is the fact that the soil temperatures are still pretty warm. 60s tomorrow morning. Here's our last balmy day, 70s. Winds will be out of the south, and then rain and showers and thunderstorms move in with falling temperatures by this time tomorrow night. And then all of a sudden, it's like late fall or early winter. 40s, nighttime lows 20s and 30s. Hope you're ready for it because it's headed our way, and even colder weather by next Friday.